Hello, I'm Silver Roxas, and the Final Fantasy IV collaboration event with Octopath Traveler COTC is in full swing today, and we're reviewing the units. This unit in this video will be Cecil the Paladin, who is also the free-to-attain unit that many people have been looking forward to, and while Final Fantasy IV came early over Nier, this is actually the best reason why it coming first is a good thing, because everybody getting Cecil is a really good thing. This dude is the best free unit in the game, and it's not even close. Alright, so what does Cecil do and why is he so good? So he's a warrior, but his role is a tank / ally protector. His special abilities is that he can auto-cover allies from single target attacks while he has half HP or more. And he can also protect a single row from all attacks, including AoEs, using an active cover skill. Yes, he is the only unit in the game that can negate an AoE attack on an ally without using dodge stacks. That's very strong. So his preferred weapons, Fortune Swords for P attack or HP for full tanking. There's actual use to make an HP sword potentially now. Cosmic Swords give some bonus HP and regen to allow a middle ground for both. Preferred accessories would be HP boosting accessories primarily. A day A4 is actually perfect to cap his sword damage up and give 1k HP. If you happen to have it, the new 1k HP artifact is also useful. If you don't want to use the defense one that gives regen, because having more HP might matter for him more, because his cover passive only works when he has at least half HP, so more HP means he has more of a range to cover people. So for his passive skills, his 1-star passive, when attacked by enemies, restore HP equal to 10% of damage taken and gain Paladin for 2 turns. 6-star skill evolution, HP restored increases to 15% of damage taken. Please note that he just gains Paladin for 2 turns, just per taking damage, not per hit. So it's just one source of damage, no matter how many hits it is, 2 turns of Paladin. His 3-star passive is self 15% physical attack, sword damage up. When Paladin is active, also gain 10% physical defense and magic defense up, so pretty much always. His TP passive is while in front row and at 50% HP or more, redirect all single target attacks on allies to self. So any kind of single target or random target attack, he will jump in front of the allies, kind of like Fury X using her skill, but he'll do it automatically and take the hit. So Paladin is a unique buff that enhances his skills and gives Cecil 5% physical and elemental resistance up for more damage mitigation. And this cannot be extended by accessories or passives, but if he keeps getting sources of it, he can just keep getting more and more Paladin, so it basically can just stay effective the whole fight. So for his skills, his base kit, he has a 2-hit single target sword that exploits light, a front row heal, so good for warrior tower if you need heals, potentially. His 1-star is a priority cover skill that reduces all incoming damage to self by 20 to 50% based on boost, and redirect all attacks on a single row to self for that turn. Yes, this prevents AoE attacks as well from hitting that ally. Specifically, this prevents that entire row. So if you cover a row and that row swaps characters, that character that swaps to the front will still get protected by Cecil. His 2-star skill, 2-hit AoE sword that exploits dark, and if self has more than 20% HP, take 20% max HP damage. The HP drain does not boost the damage of the skill, it's just a reflection of he's using a Dark Knight skill, because like in other iterations of Cecil, like in Dissidia and other games where he makes an appearance, he often actually makes an appearance as both his Paladin and Dark Knight forms. In COTC, he only shows up mainly as his Paladin, but since he does have some Dark Knight skills owing to his ties with the darkness in his past, so anytime he uses a darkness-based skill, then he does take some damage. I guess that's the punishment for using darkness. He also has a front row 15% physical defense and magic defense up for 2 to 5 turns. While if he has Paladin, it also grants 10% dark resistance up. He has a 2-hit AoE sword that exploits light, and if he has Paladin active, it will also inflict a 10% sword / light resistance down for 2 turns. For 4-star skill, he has a 3-hit single target sword that exploits light, and if he has Paladin, he gains HP barrier equal to 25% of his max HP. This is extremely good because this just gives him more HP to take more hits from more allies, while the HP barrier does not increase his threshold for covering attacks. It doesn't really have to because the HP barrier gets taken away first. So as long as he's over half HP when he gets the barrier, assuming he doesn't get healed for some reason, he will still cover allies and the HP barrier gets taken out first. So very good skill to have. He has a 4-hit single target sword that exploits dark, and if self has more than 20% HP, take 20% max HP damage because he's playing with the darkness again. It also inflicts 15% physical defense and magic defense down for 2 turns. And then he has a 4-hit random target sword that exploits light, and if he has Paladin active, the power increases by 1.2 times. And then his TP skill is a 3-hit AoE sword that exploits light, and if he has Paladin active, it becomes 5 hits instead. So moving on to his EX skill and his ultimate technique. His EX skill has 2 total uses, and it's unlocked when he has Paladin active, so pretty much always. After the first turn, of course, because he needs to take damage. He has a 6-hit single target sword that exploits light and dark. So, you know, pretty decent attack. And it also hits dark without damaging him. Cool. This is actually his soul shift skill from Dissidia, if people are familiar with that, so it's pretty cool. His ultimate technique is a damage cost ultimate, costing 4 BP to full charge from level 8. It is called Radiant Wings, and it's a 5-hit single target sword that exploits light and gains Paladin for 3 turns. It scales to 5 times 100 power at ultimate level 10, and the ultimate 10 priority is yes. You can earn all the stones for him for free. There's no reason to not max this. So his Awakenings and A4 accessory, you get all his stones for free by playing through the collab, so I'll just skip to his A4. His A4 accessory is called the Paladin Gauntlets. It gives 600 HP, 40 physical defense, and 40 magic defense. It gives self 500 HP regen, and self 5% physical defense and magic defense up. The A4 accessory tier rating is, it's a B tier A4. It's a solid A4, decent HP and some bonus defense and HP regen. Nothing game changing, but useful on him as a tank as he needs all the HP and defense he can get. And while I rate it accurately compared to all A4s, it's still an excellent free A4 all players can get. For the optimal skill loadout, skill 1 is I would take his priority cover skill. This is the only way in the game to guarantee a unit row takes 0 damage for a turn. Extremely useful. Skill 2 is I would take his 3-hit single target sword that gives self HP barrier when Paladin's active. Use this to shave shields and keep his HP high so he'll always cover your allies. Skill 3, I would take his front row P-Def magic defense up. Keep your defenses up to reduce damage. In skill 4, I would take the 4-hit dark that debuffs defense, or 5-hit AoE light for shield shaving / defense down support. For unit synergy, Cecil is a tank more than a DPS, so he actually synergizes well with any team that needs protection, especially in fights with really nasty AoEs. Regen casters to keep his HP high are great, especially those like Shauna who also give HP barrier and max HP up. Gloria as well can be great for this. Thieves with anti-attack to keep enemies' damage lower, so Cecil stays over half HP longer to keep covering our weaker allies. Row partner using defense up for row partner A4s to help Cecil mitigate damage. Keep in mind that unless he has a source of provoke given to him either by using the taunt pet or a day A4 or like Sereno A4 only for the beginning of battle, Hammy A4 will not work on Cecil because it requires the target to be provoked to give the defense up to the front row. For DPSing, if you're using Cecil to DPS or in a sword comp, so he's going to maybe attack a little bit too. Having Richard to cap his passive attack sword damage up helps a ton. Cecil is better as a tank, but can still do respectable damage as the best free unit in the game. I just wouldn't make him your primary DPS. So he's free, so no pulling, but overall rating still. Cecil is the best free unit in the game, period. After how long COTC has been out and most free units are really lackluster or at best fill a single niche only somewhat, Cecil stands out as nearly the best tank in the game. He is the best tank in the game in JP and only comes in second in global due to the buffs that Kilns received. However, he outshines Kilns in any fight where the enemy is either immune to provoke or has dangerous AoEs that you need to have Cecil cover entirely for an ally row when damage mitigation wouldn't be enough. That being said, Cecil is also a free to A4 ult 10, while Kilns is a limited MT Traveler. So all accounts can make use of Cecil, whereas you do need to pull and build Kilns to make him the best tank in the game. All in all, Cecil is an excellent unit that will be heavily used by many for a very long time. We love our Paladin, and he loves you enough to die for you, literally. So he's a free-for-all to A4 ult 10 during the collab period when the story is available. Anyone inactive / hardly playing needs to play during this period in order to get and max him. Tell your friends if they're if they're not barely playing the game. He is not available for free outside this collab period. Keep that in mind. Overall rating for DPS is he actually can be an A tier DPS, even though you should use him as a DPS. He does have that potential. His support, I'd say, is a B. Healing B. Tank SS. Overall tier, he's an S tier. His tanking is just so good. So yeah, he is an S tier free unit. Crazy as that sounds. So anyway, please, I look forward to seeing things like that. If you haven't done Warrior Tower EX2, for example, Cecil's going to make that a lot better for you now. If you haven't done Side Celestia Chapter 4, the 120 NPC, the Cape Cold 120, Cecil is basically negates his gimmick by just taking all the hits and getting all the miss attack debuffs for you and losing BP. So that makes that fight a lot easier. But yeah, please let me know what you thought, how you look forward. Let me know how you look forward to using Cecil below, and please like, follow, and subscribe for more future COTC content. And for the other COTC characters, please check out their review of the other Final Fantasy IV characters. Please check out their reviews, and I look forward to pulling them myself because I will be going for all of them, and I will be streaming that as well. Otherwise, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace.